Shalom everybody. Let us enter into the secret of the true light and world peace. It is written, by the word of his mouth he created the heaven and the earth. Thus let us enter into the secret of the word, from which it is written, Vayomer Elohim Yehior veYehior, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. This refers to the 22 Hebrew letters. They are split between 3 mother letters, 7 double letters, and 12 elemental letters. Let us begin with the mother letters, and behold his glory together, and with it see how close world peace and redemption is at hand. They are Aleph, Mem, and Shin. Shin comes from the Hebrew word Esh, it means fire. Aleph comes from the Hebrew word Avir, means air. Mem comes from the Hebrew word for Mayim, which means water. And Mem Sophit is from the word Adamah, and it means earth. Together they are the fire, the air, the water, and the earth. But the principle that we should pay attention to here is that Aleph separates Mem from Shin, or the principle of the air separates liquids and solids from the light. As we can see here, the air separates liquids and solids from the light. And so, may we bring forth world peace, may we end hatred, may we end division, and may we be united. Take a look outside, and behold, is the land and sea separated from the stars above by the atmosphere. Does Aleph separate Mem from Shin? And the same thing that divides the environment that envelops us. Take a look at our face. There are eyes that see the light, separated from our mouth taking liquids and solids, by our nose that breathes the air, and sound carried in by the air. And with our body, does our head move our body via light signals from the brain, separated from our stomach processing liquids and solids, by our lungs that breathes the air. Imagine what this world would be like if we saw the divine pattern in ourselves and in each other. How would we treat the environment? And take a look at the animals. Their eyes that see the light, separated from their mouth taking liquids and solids, by their nose that breathes the air, and their head on top of the lungs on top of the stomach. How would we treat the animals? And with the plants, their color coming from the light, utilizing photosynthesis, separated from their roots in the earth, drawing water by their leaves, converting atmospheric substance. And if we went back in time, it is with the dinosaurs, eyes on top of the nose on top of the mouth, head on top of the lungs on top of the stomach. Although many say that the dinosaurs probably had feathers, nonetheless we have their skeletal structures and their remains. And it remains the same. Aleph separates Mem from Shin, the divine pattern permeating trillions of forms. And 100 billion galaxies, every planet a body of solids or liquids and solids separated from a centralized star by space. What is this pattern that transcends planes of correspondence, transcends billions and billions of galaxies? Truly it is written, by the word of his mouth he created the heaven and the earth. And so it is on the smallest level, and so it is in the heavens, and in our dreams, and every shadim, and every entity, eyes on top of the nose on top of the mouth, head on top of the lungs on top of the stomach. Now imagine if we could behold this in reality, just this one small secret. If we beheld this in each other, in our environment, in the plants, in the animals, we would find ourselves enveloped in the glory of God. It is written, and the earth will be filled with the knowledge of his glory. The word glory in Hebrew, kavod, is a value of 32. It hints to the 22 letters in the 10 sefirot. What would this place be like? Where would racism be? Where would hatred be? Truly I tell you, the world will be enveloped in awe, in yirah. This is just the beginning. Pay attention to your dreams. Notice the forms in your dreams, the people in your dreams, the animals in your dreams, the environment in your dreams, and behold, the same pattern is there as well. As it is written, by the word of his mouth he created the heaven and the earth. Therefore let us enlighten each other in the light and the glory of God through his word. And may we begin the redemption and bring about peace